Now I have this technical drawing of basically the entire speaker cabinet, but I do have some problems here. I can't really tell much information about some of the different components. And this is really made up of three components. I've got the bottom here, and then I've got these several components in the middle, which are all the same. And then I have the top right here, which is also different than, so those are the three components. And what I want to do is I want to make separate drawings for each of these. So I'm going to show you how to do that next. So I'm going to start by clicking Quick Add. And I'm going to put in a base view. I'm going to put in the top view, and I'm going to click here. And then what I'm going to do is make this visible and hidden edges. I'm going to make this a little bit bigger than I have before. So I'm going to make this 1 to 3. And in fact, I think I might be able to get away with 1 to 2. So I'll make it a little bigger, maybe even 1 to 1. Oh, there we go. Perfect. I'm going to use 1 to 1. Now, the issue is I don't want to show all the components. Right now, this is showing every component that I have. I only want the bottom right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide certain things. Actually, looks like I can hide this one, and then I can hide that one, and that one, and that one. These are the ones that are all the same. So I'm really just hiding them so that I can only see the bottom, just like this. And then I need to add some measurements to this bottom orthographic view. So once again, I can do one of two things. I can click on the dimension tool and use auto dimensions, and it's going to give me the dimensions that I need right here. So I can kind of just pick from them. Something like this probably would work. So there we go. I would be done at this point. Or I'm going to show you how to do this in a way that doesn't involve the auto. So to start with, I'm going to do some dimensions, and I'm going to start with a radius dimension on this circle right here. So there we go. I've got the radius of that circle. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a dimension of the radius of this curve right here. Okay, so this gives me the radius of that. It's a 12 millimeter curve. I'm going to do dimensions on this rectangle right here. So if I zoom in a little bit, I can just grab this and pull it up, and I can grab this and pull it to the right, and that's telling me that those are 14 and 12. I can do the same thing with this, but really I don't want just that. So I kind of want to go from here to here and pull this out, and that's giving me that entire side right there. And then I want to do the same thing here to here. So this, if you don't want to use auto dimension, this is another way to do that. I do need to communicate the distance between here, from this side to here, and from this side to here on both the circle and the rectangle that I have here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start by going over here to geometry, and I'm going to put a center mark. So I'm going to start by putting a center mark on this circle. Then I can get the distance between this center mark and this side right here and pull that down. And then I can do the same thing. I can go from the center mark here to this side right here, and then I can pull this over. We can see that that's 25 millimeters and 45 millimeters. I can't do a center mark on a rectangle, but I can do a center line. So what I'm going to do is click on center line, and I'm going to select this edge and this edge, and it's going to put a center line in there for me. And then I'm going to do the same thing for this edge and this edge. Now I can do the dimension tool and select the center here to here, and again I can pull that up, so showing that that's 50 millimeters, and then I can do from here to here, showing that that's 25 millimeters. And so that's how you can create your own dimensions if you don't want to use the auto dimension. Now that I've got this particular component, I would do the same process for the next one. So I would click on a plus, I would put in my view, so I'm going to put in that top view again, top view. I would click here, I'm going to make this 1 to 1. I would hit visible and hidden edges, click OK, and then I would turn off the components that I don't want to see. So for instance, I might click off that one, and that one, and that one, and that one, until I have the orthographic view of the component that I want to show the measurements of. And again, I can choose to do auto dimensions, click on this. It's going to give me all the information that I need, click OK. Or I can do what I did before, which was to use the dimension tool and the geometry tools to show the dimensions myself. All right, thank you for watching.